let's see. Development blocks. First of all, changes to test chips. This is EU Wargaming. Royal Sovereign, Laffy, Sibir, and Kushiro. They're buffing the secondaries quite a bit. Laffy, nerfed conceal, but better smoke. Wasn't Laffy's gimmick supposed to be AA? I wonder how they're gonna execute that with removing a bunch of the AA. Whoa, Sibir? That's a big buff. That's actually a huge buff. 40mm deck armor is huge, because the majority of guns either pen 32 or then they pen about 37, 39. Getting 40mm is huge because that limits the amount of ships that pen you significantly. So getting past 40 is always huge. Kushiro, what was Kushiro? Oh, that was the Mogami copy pasta? Wait, they nerfed the heal. Wait, what? On a cruiser? That's a huge nerf. Wait, why is the nerf so gigantic? So they 25% reduction in heals, cooldown 33% increase in cooldown, and the healing capacity. Wait, how much is this? This is like 80. So this is 25% nerf to healing as well. Why? Cruisers having heals is generally not a problem because cruisers blow up a lot, and being able to heal quickly and a lot is like fine. It doesn't, like, you can give a lot of healing to a cruiser and it's not going to be broken. I'm looking at you, San Martin. Like, is this just the classic IGN hate or something? Because like this is not a small. Any one of these nerfs by themselves would have been significant. Like reducing the HP restoration, but by fucking 25%. That's a huge nerf. Increasing the cooldown by 33%, that's a huge nerf. Reducing the charges by 25%, that's a huge nerf. Doing all three at once is a fucking sledgehammer. That's kind of wild. That's a complete fucking sledgehammer of a nerf. Like, holy fuck, the healing capacity on the ship just got absolutely hammered. 80-second cooldown on the heal, though. That's wild. Okay, I'm surprised how fucking brutal that was. Holy shit. Anyway, the more interesting devblog is probably this one. Balance changes. Public test 14.7. So these things might be on PTS today as well. We need to go check this out. We need to go check this one out. We're applying balance changes to number of ships based on an analysis of both their combat statistics and player feedback. Okay, does that mean they're finally nerfing Colombo? Probably not. Agano. Main battery reload time. Okay, Agano gets buffed. Detectability, buffed. No, where's... No Yodo? No Shinano? No Takahashi? No, not Shinano. What is it called? Shimanto. I'm surprised they're only buffing... Maybe it's later? I-56. Hydrophone consumable parameters changed. Range increased. Cooldown reduced. Holy fuck, the thing is buffed. Why? Didn't this thing already have like 25,000 health or something? That's pretty wild. Haruguma? Main battery shell ballistics changed. Their trajectories will now be flatter. Does it mean AFT Haruguma will be more useful now? Also rudder shift buff. Might be interesting. If the ballistics are significantly flatter, you can play it from further out, which means it'll be a more effective long-range, mid-range, long-range farmer. I'm not... Like, the issue with Haruguma is people mostly just reset this thing. But the rudder shift buff is also nice. It's not big, but it's like 4.8 is always better than 5.4. The issue with Haruguma isn't so much the rudder shift, it's that the turning circle is very large, and the ship itself is huge. Haruguma is absolutely gigantic in terms of like destroyer sizes. It's a massive... It's so much larger than Kitakaze, which is the main weakness of the ship. Shinano. They're nerfing Shinano. God bless. That took a long time. I'm genuinely surprised that they finally nerfed it. Shinano has obviously been
overperforming like absolutely fucking crazy for a very long time. Like it's very easy to see which ship overperforms. Like for gaming, you might not be aware of this, but there's a site called Ship Tools. You can go here and you can sort tier 10 ships, carrier, removed, premium tech tree, every nation, and then you can look at the last update, in which case Shinano has a 57% win rate. Hello, like hello. On North America, the same ship also has a 56.7, and on Asia it has 56. This should have been nerfed significantly sooner because this has been going on for multiple updates, last 3 updates, it's been going on for a while. It's even averaging 57% win rate on EU. So I'm glad you're finally nerfing it, but this should have happened a lot sooner, and I don't think this nerf is big enough, but I think it could have been... you could have given it the sledgehammer nerf that you got to the other ship. You could have given it that, but hey, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. So a bit of Torp Alpha, a bit of AP Skip Bomb Alpha. The issue with both of these, of course, is it's fuck tons of Alpha Strike, fuck tons of Citadel Alpha damage that's coming at you. That's the issue. Like getting fucked by eating 3 of these for 18k instead of eating 3 of these for 21k. The difference isn't really that large. It still sucks. Sap buff. Okay. Piedmont. Range increased. Sap shell damage increased. AP shell damage increased. Shell velocity. Oh, it makes the AP better as well. If people actually shoot AP in it, people will probably still click Sap in it. Still, that's a pretty significant buff. I like that they buffed the AP more than they buffed the Sap to kind of encourage people using the AP. But I still think people will click mostly Sap in this game. Piedmont isn't really that impressive. Piedmont buff is moronic? Why? I rarely see this ship. And honestly, I rarely see it, mostly because of the firing angles. Like, Piedmont is really underplayed. I don't think this is that moronic. Like, no one plays it when Venezia and especially Colombo exists. Like, if you look at super cruisers, where's Piedmont in terms of battles? No one plays it, and the win rate is it the lowest? It's the lowest. Well, what's wrong about buffing this thing? Because, like, I mean, ideally, shit like Jacksonville, Annapolis, and Conde shouldn't exist because they're all fucking broken. But because we live in Wargaming's nutty world where super ships have to be super, super fucking busted, this makes sense. Have you tried Lighthouse Piedmont? I mean, is it better than Lighthouse Venezia? Oh, we're talking, like, okay, among the absolute best players, this is people with account win rate over 60%, Piedmont is the only super cruiser that's below 60% win rate. Everyone else is 63% or higher. It's pretty clear Piedmont is fucking dog shit compared to all the other super ships. I don't think this is an unfounded buff at all. Just because Lighthouse Piedmont can be decent doesn't seem to be nearly enough. If people who are averaging above 60% account win rate can't get over 60% account win rate in the Piedmont, that's generally a pretty bad sign for a ship that's guaranteed to be top tier all the time. Yeah, I mean, the Jacksonville is of course misleading because it's a lot of Smoke Division cringe lords, but Conde and Annapolis can do this alone, which is they're much more broken. Instead of buffing Piedmont, they should balance the rest. Oh, of course, but once again, now you're living in a fantasy world where Wargaming cares about high tier balance. They don't. But in terms of buffing Piedmont, that's really not that crazy of a thought. Like, this is probably the more balanced of the super ships, but still, it's... I mean, even when you add in tier 10 ships, it's performing worse than Yoshino among the best players. Like, if the top 60% win rate players get better win rates in Yoshino and Monmouth than they do in Piedmont, that's probably a pretty bad sign. Fucking Yodo has 3% higher win rate among the absolute best players. I wouldn't say the Piedmont buff is unfounded. In fact, I heavily disagree with you that you think it's unfounded. I think the buff on the Piedmont is absolutely deserved. That ship is
barely played, you barely see it at all, and when you see it, the ship doesn't really do much. You might have your occasional lighthouse Piemont sitting in Narnia clicking sap, but the damage output isn't particularly impressive, so it's who gives a shit. Wonder if they'll eventually nerf Annapolis armor? No. They did that on Lestan. Every super ship idiot is instantly blowing up. Wargaming can't handle that concept of actually punishing people who give flat broadside. Vrihade. HE airstrike. Nerf. God bless. Okay, they nerfed the reload, but they increased the bombs and the fire chance and the pen. So it's kind of a side grade. Yarsfeld, same thing. Significant nerf. Alpha, fire chance, pen. Cohorn, okay, Utrecht. Reload time. 33% debuff to reload time. That's pretty fucking nice. It gets about 10% more damage in return. No, more than that. Not 10%, like almost 20% more damage. It also gets fire chance. The pen difference, what does this really change? 34 to 37. You pen 35, which is like Riga. What other ships have 35? I'm not sure which other buffs. Lenin? It really doesn't change anything in terms of gameplay. Marseille is 36. Alaska is... Isn't Alaska 38? Aren't Americans 38? Or is Alaska 36 as well? Oh, Alaska is 36 as well. But yeah, no, this buff is kind of irrelevant. The fire chance is strong. The alpha is strong. The cost, though, I mean, this is a... it's a nerf DPM wise, but it's probably not as big of a nerf as this ship probably deserves, because this thing is pretty fucking obnoxious. This thing is pretty fucking obnoxious. Like, that thing is... People are spamming that piece of shit a lot lately. Wonder how many games it's seeing. Actually, let's do last update. Yeah, it's already top 5 in battles. Is it the highest damage? No, not quite. We got this. Oh yeah, we got super ships in here. It's up here with the rest of the airstrikes and the kite cringe. It's getting pretty fucking obnoxious, and it's growing in popularity all the time as people are figuring out how much damage this thing do. It's a nerf, but it's a slight nerf. It could have been a bigger nerf. It could absolutely have been a bigger nerf. I feel once you go up in this shit, it's probably gonna get more obnoxious. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Where the fuck is Utrecht? I'm surprised how little people are doing in the Utrecht, considering how obnoxious this ship is. It's just really popular among good players, though. It's actually among the top players. It's one of the most popular ships. Interesting. We'll probably see that spread. Once Quadrant kicks in, the nerf drops a bit. Yeah, but... Yeah, no, I'm glad it's nerfed, but this could have been more. There's too much fucking airstrikes in this game right now. Like, I had this one day when we played with gang, we were playing against the C division, and the enemy had an Essex, they had an Utrecht, they had a Guten Loh, and they had a U4501, and I was being attacked by all four of those things at the same time. 2 airstrike cruisers, a carrier, and a sub pinging me all at once, and it was just like, bro, this game, this shit can't last. This is horrendous. This shit is horrendous. Le Hardy. Researchable torps nerfed. Oh, but they're buffing their maximum range. Torpedo damage at max range is buffed. Okay, so they do more damage at long ranges. Are they doing that to the entire line? They are. 21 to 19, but then you get 55% instead of 40. Orange also gets a gun buff. The same buff. Hazard also gets the same. This is a buff. Close range, torpedo damage goes down, but the long range, did significantly more damage. Significantly more damage. Cassard is kind of funny, because Cassard is actually kind of underplayed, but Cassard performs pretty well. Cassard is a surprisingly good performing destroyer. It's just very underplayed. Like, I can show you. Let's see. Destroyers. Let's see. Win rate? Yeah, top 5 win rate. 55% win rate on Khazard. It's just, well, it's not that underplayed, really. I mean, of course, if we compare it to the god of all fucking destroyers, the Howland, sure. But it was top 13 in... I'm a bit surprised. It's top 13 in games played. And it's got really good win rate. I'm surprised they're giving it a buff. I'm a bit surprised. I think among good players, it might even be scarier. No, it's top 6 in win rate among good players. Khazard is a little boring. Yeah, I don't particularly enjoy Khazard either. I think Khazard is fucking boring. But I'm still really surprised. It's pretty... It's fairly... Well, it's... Okay, no one plays it on NA. On NA, it's 17th most popular. On Asia, it's 12th. Okay, I think they're hoping to get it up here, but probably not gonna happen. No one can compete with the god of destroyers, the Shimogala. Interesting. Picardy buff. Okay, that's probably good. Picardy is like giga dog shit. 1.5 Sigma is fucking hilarious. Like 1.5 Sigma is the shotgunniest of shotguns. Alsace buff, also good. Alsace is pretty fucking dog shit. Hawkins buff, that's good. It's dog shit. Are they buffing the UK subs? Okay, Wargaming, you gotta understand, UK subs are a good baseline for subs. We don't want more Archerfish, Seal, all these obnoxious dog shits. Like, the UK subs are a good baseline on where the fucking subs should sit. It's kind of like them buffing the Piedmont instead of nerfing the other ones. It's like, we really don't need subs being stronger. I need more Aronas, clearly. Halford, range increase, reload increase, better ballistics. Number of aircraft, 4 to 5. Really? Halford is already obnoxious. Whoa, Humphreys buff. I played Humphreys. I thought Humphreys was a pretty good ship. That's surprising. I mean, it's not as popular as the other ones because it's mostly just a better gearing with the funny burst, but it was a good ship. I'm surprised they're buffing it. That's a 10% DPM buff. That's pretty big. Does it really perform? Like, doesn't it have pretty good DPM? Doesn't it have pretty good DPM? Yeah, Joshua Humphreys. It's got Sherman DPM. Plus it has the burst on top. So now it's going to jump up 10% to what? 230-ish? So it's going to be sitting here. Well, to be fair, they're releasing Laffy as well. Laffy, well, it's actually going to have probably almost identical to Laffy. Pretty close. A bit more than Laffy. No, it's going to have a bit more than Laffy, actually. It's going to be up here. But, what, 235k or something? I'm not sure if it really needed that, but I think it's underplayed. This is another one of those. It is a T12, true. Subs, 28 knots wasn't enough apparently. It needs to do 29 knots. What the fuck? Oh, Grozzovoy buff. God bless, that's good. Grozzovoy is so fucking underplayed. Well, not really underplayed. Grozzovoy isn't that good. Because Grozzovoy is so clunky and doesn't deal enough damage to justify being so clunky. I think it might be one of the least. I wonder, no, probably not the least, but it's gonna be there's gonna be very few players playing Grozzovoy. Let's sort it like this. Last update, Europe. Where's Grozzovoy? There's a lot of players. 5,300 battles. Where does that put you? More players than playing Ragnar. That's pretty funny. But the win rate is bad, and the battles played is bad. And a lot of people have it. So Grozzovoy buff, I agree with. That's fine. Grozzovoy is a fine destroyer. Like, Grozzovoy is no way a broken destroyer. Why no Delny buff? Delny buff is pretty rough because Delny is playing competitive. So it's like, it's not played in randoms, but people run it in comp, in different compositions. So. Chungking. Main battery buff, okay. Wujing. Okay, Wujing is pretty shit. I mean, it's an Alsace, so they buffed Alsace, they buffed this one. Uganda. Buff. Schultz. Small buff. But, wait, hold on. Why the fuck aren't they nerfing Colombo? not nerfing Colombo. Okay, wargaming. If there's a chance you guys might be accidentally watching this, if there's a chance, look, I'm gonna show you something. Okay, you nerfed Shinano because Shinano has a 56% win rate, 56.9, 56.7, 56.0 win rate on every single server. And in terms of battle played, it's third, first. So 56% win rate and popularity means you should absolutely nerf it, right? We're agreeing. Like you even agreed to do it to a carrier, so you understand that this is really strong numbers. So now, if we add in battleships, if, let's say, it's the most played battleship in the game, and it's also averaging 52, how is it 52% only on EU? I'm surprised. Let's do last 3 win rates. 52.4. Okay, let's do like this. Let's do like what? What is this? Over 50% win rate players? It's not that good. It's 52.5. It's not the most win rate in the game. I'm a bit saddened. I think, are they afraid to touch the leg mod? 52.0 here. How is it here? On NA, it's 52.4. On Asia, it's 52.3. Don't they want to touch? But it's so popular. Because, like, everyone is playing it. It's literally become the most popular ship in the game. It's become the most popular battleship in the game. Thank you, Dimby, for the 20. It's the most popular in Asia. It's the second most popular on NA. It's about to overtake the Montana, which is wild. Like, it's overtaken the Yamato on the Asia server. So, on the Weeb server, people play Colombo rather than Yamato. Hello? On the NA server, it's about to overtake the fucking Montana. Hello? And on the European server, it's already become the most popular one. Above GK. Do you understand what's happening here, Wargaming? More people are playing Colombo than German boomers are playing GK. Do you understand the cataclysmic event we're dealing with here? When it's overtaken GK among the Germans, and it's overtaken Yamato among the fucking weebs. Like, hello? Is it perhaps time to fucking step in and do something about this dumb ship? It's probably the highest damage dealing. Not quite, that's what, third? Third, yeah. Well, your new broken ships are... the new broken ships are the only ones above it. Bro, for fuck's sake, bro. Alright. Bro, for fuck's sake. Please do something about this dumb car. Please do something about this dumb car. Oh yeah, it's so fucking obnoxious, man. It's so fucking obnoxious. It's literally become the most played battleship in the game. Like, it doesn't need to be the most played battleship in the game. It really doesn't need to be. How does it look last 3 patches? Yeah, see, last 3... Look, GK used to be top on EU. Last 3 patches, Colombo was here. Last patch, it's overtaken all of them. That's wild. On NA? Yeah, on NA, it's already was here, but it's closing the distance to the Montana. The gap is closing to Montana. And on the Asian server, yeah, it's already overtaken Yamato since 3 patches ago. Fuck me. Bro, please fucking deal with this ship already, Wargaming. We really don't need this piece of shit here. We really don't need it. It's fucking obnoxious as hell. Like, it's time to do something about that car. Overall, though, pretty good patch. Pretty good patch. I would have loved to see nerfs to Archerfish and Seal and U4501. U4501 is hilariously overplayed. Like, it's the most spammed sub in the game. Nerfs to all of them would have been great. Nerfs to Essex as well would have been great. Like, for fuck's sake. Colombo nerfs would have been great. And then some buffs to, like, Z52 could absolutely use a buff. Like, that ship is getting increasingly rare. Where's their new Yoda buffs? Why is the only IGN cruiser that got buffed gone, oh? Where's Yoda? Where's Yoda? Where's Shimanto? Where's Takahashi? Could absolutely get the buff. You're buffing the... what is it called? Humphreys, but no gearing buffs? Have you guys forgotten about the gearing? Like, gearing actually has another role besides playing smokebot to other people. It would be nice if gearing was, like, more playable again, instead of just being outmatched by everything. So, gearing buffs would be nice. Like, It would be nice to see some others, but I will say I don't think there is anything too absurd. I think most of these are pretty well targeted changes. Like there's nothing which makes me go, "What the fuck?" It's more like they're balancing based on popularity and numbers most of the time. A bit of randomness. Some things I like. Khazard buff is a bit sus. Like Khazard is already performing really well, but no one plays it, so they're trying to like that entire line. Though to be fair, was kind of a failure. This French DD line. It's even when it came out, no one really cared about it, and no one really cares about it now. But it's still good. It's just that no one gives a shit about it. The only thing really absurd here is that leg mod Colombo is still not being touched. That ship is complete Ebola and should get fucked. And I think the Utrecht nerf could have been bigger because fuck me, that thing is obnoxious. That thing is so obnoxious. Hello, Scuba. Overall, pretty good balance changes though. Pretty good patch notes.